not an easy decision to trade my John Deere 3046R, which I've had, I believe, for over 3 years, and actually wasn't intended to launch my YouTube channel. It just kind of happened that way. And it will be 35 years that I've owned a diesel John Deere tractor, starting with a lawn and garden tractor diesel, a 455 was a model that at one time my brother purchased that tractor. And I've had stepped up from there in varying sizes of tractor, a 4110, which is the equivalent of a 2 Series now. A 4110 was a little smaller than that, but a great tractor. Then I stepped into a 3 Series. I want to say it was a 3034 John Deere open station 3 Series, and I had that for maybe 12 years, 13 years. And then I maybe longer, and then I stepped in to purchase this John Deere 3046R, which has been by far the best tractor out of all of them, and it's just been an awesome performing tractor. Not an easy decision for me to make. I know a lot of you are upset over it because you have a 2 Series or a 1 Series or a 3 Series, and you don't think I should trade this tractor for a track loader. And I get it, and I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you, but it's a next step up, not only for my property but also for my business, that I purchase a track loader. And I have a ton of equity in this machine, 100% equity in this machine, and that plus another machine is going to go down payment on a track loader, which I'll talk about in another video. And again, it's as much for personal reasons as it is for business reasons. I will tell you, those of you who have watched my channel, and there are many of you out there that watch my channel, came to it because of this tractor and purchased this tractor, you should have no regrets on the purchase of this machine. Many of you have told me you're waiting for it to come in, and if you've received it, you know it's an outstanding tractor. It's just awesome, especially the cab. Without saying, I don't think there's a cab tractor on the market that's as plush as this tractor. Quiet, as plush, air conditioning is super strong, heat is super strong. It's an awesome tractor. You've seen me use it with a snowblower, my 59-inch snowblower. Little, maybe John Deere should be engineering a larger snowblower for this tractor on the front end. I think it could more than handle it, but that 59-inch 2-stage John Deere snowblower was the industry standard years and years ago. I swear, when I was in elementary school 40, 50 years ago, they had that snowblower on the front of a John Deere tractor clearing the sidewalks. I've never had an issue with that snowblower other than replacing auger bearings, and one time an auger bearing assembly broke and it was my fault. It wrapped itself around a tow strap that was hidden in the snow. You can look for that video on my channel. Loader has been outstanding. Biggest asset in my opinion, and I do have a grapple that I use at my property occasionally from work, but if you don't have a grapple and you don't want to pick up things by hand, small piles of dirt, rocks, trees, this 4-in-1 bucket from Construction Attachments is outstanding. Having that bucket with this tractor has been an awesome combination. Now they have a combination turf tires and R4 tires. I believe now you can order them on John Deere. You've seen them on our big 5090M tractor. They're radial tires. They're a combination of turf and R4 tires. They're outstanding. They didn't offer that at the time when I purchased this tractor. I had turf tires on my previous tractors, which I do not recommend, especially if you're doing loader work. As soon as they get a little mud in them, they're useless. The R4 tires on this machine, and this does have the larger R4s on it, have been outstanding. They don't damage my turf, if you can see them. This machine with a loaded rear end, I want to say it's about 5,000 pounds. When these tires damage my turf, my lawn, there's no doubt in my mind that the turf tires would damage it. That would be in wet conditions. During the summer, these tires are fine on a lawn. There's some criticism during the winter on ice or deep snow. They might not have as much traction as a turf tire or radial tire on ice. I found them, you guys have watched my videos, I found the tires snow blowing were amazing. I changed the lights on the tractor to LEDs. The lights that came with it work on any tractor you get. I highly recommend work lights. They were very good on this tractor. I replaced all the lights except for the tail lights with LED bulbs, and I don't know how much it cost me, $60 or $50 to do that. Well worth it. Just a little sharper light that comes out of it, whiter light, and very nice. 3-point attachment, 3-point hitch. I've used it with my lawn rake and my box scraper. No issues whatsoever with that. I did have one small thing that went wrong on the tractor. A washer wore down. I think it was expensive to have John Deere fix it. And it wouldn't hold itself up. I had to have that fixed early last year to get that resolved. As many of you know, I have 4-inch wheel spacers. I think they're Borla wheel spacers. I bought them through John Deere. Give you a look if you can see them. They're the black Borla spacers. My rear tires are spaced out 4 inches. I'm not belly mowing with a tractor any longer. So I have a 72-inch mid-mount belly mower that's being traded with a tractor. That belly mower did an excellent job cutting my lawn, and I will tell you, this tractor did a better job cutting my grass than the diesel 455 lawn and garden tractor. Don't ask me why. I honestly think John Deere picked up the RPM on the blades and also off the mid-mount PTO to power that mid-mount deck, because it did an awesome job. The problem was when I got into the woods or in wet conditions, this was just too heavy to use. And also in the woods, because that deck would bottom out, it was beating up the deck, pushing on the bottom of the tractor, and I didn't want to do that. That's why I went to a 0 turn. So the 72-inch deck, that's one of my most popular videos is me mowing my lawn with this tractor with the 72-inch deck. And this was an excellent for people with larger pieces of property, corrals. Excellent job mowing with this tractor. And in the cab, man, in the cab, pure luxury with air conditioning and heat. Felt like a farmer cutting hay or working a cornfield. It was just so neat cutting the grass with this machine. Not the quality of a 0 turn cut, but I would say tractor to tractor, an excellent cut, the best I've had. I did, once I stopped using the belly mower, I did flip the rims in the front that gave me 4 inches wider in the front. Some people say John Deere doesn't recommend that. I can tell you two things I think are essential on this tractor for doing any kind of loader work. Wheel spacers in the back, loading the tires. I have about 800 pounds of beet juice total in the rear tires, or a lot of ballast in your ballast box, but nothing is as good as loading the rear tires, I found out. That made loader work, in my opinion, much safer and much more productive. The second thing was flipping the front tires to get a little wider stance in the front. Again, they're a little wider than my snow blower. The fronts are, but the rears are by maybe an inch on each side, inch and a half on each side. I never had an issue snow blowing. Watch the videos. Flipping the front tires. The rims are dished, so I made the front end wider, the stance on it. That was also essential. That's a quick walk around. Maybe should we step inside? Let's look at the cab while we have the machine. I've done many videos, especially snow blowing inside the cab of the tractor. A lot of people complain that there's not much storage inside the cab of the tractor. I would have to agree with that, but you just get used to it. On my small piece of property, wasn't a huge deal. I'm in walking distance to a tool. Maybe the longest walk is a 5-minute walk. On someone's larger piece of property, I could see where there'd be a problem where it's a half-hour or hour walk to go back and get tools or something that you need. Otherwise, the interior of the tractor is just awesome. You can see plush ceiling liner, Bluetooth stereo that connects to my phone. The sound system inside the tractor, speakers aren't the best. I think there's 2 speakers, maybe right above my head. You know, they're adequate to make sound, not a real great stereo performance. Heat and air conditioning, phenomenal. No issues. On days where we're pushing 100 high humidity, this cab will cool down easily. During the winter with extreme heat, no issues. It will heat up the cab just fine. If I had a criticism, John Deere's design, the loader stick is via cables. That's just the way it is on the cab models. There is a little bit of play in it. The dealer has tried to tighten that up. That's just the nature of a John Deere loader with a cab in the 3 Series. Not sure if the 4 Series is the same way. Let's add some RPM. This switch operates the 3rd function on the loader. I would tell you, no matter what tractor you're buying, get the 3rd function on the loader. I think it's essential. I really do. My brother added one to his 1 Series tractor, and just gives you so much versatility with a loader on the machine. I'm not going to go into all the controls, but the layout is generally excellent. It's been like this for years, and I think other manufacturers have copied it. Hydrostatic drive. I believe the tractor is rated at 46 horsepower, maybe a little less, and it's outstanding. I talked to you about the joystick, the play in it, because it's cable, it's not direct. You get over that, just add RPM. In the early days, I didn't have enough RPM on the engine, and it made it seem really sloppy. When you kick up the RPM, it's fine. The cup holder, I only really have 2 complaints on this machine. The cables on the joystick and the cup holder. I don't know what John Deere engineers were thinking. I think it's a horrible cup holder. When you're riding, if you have a large cup, it hits this handle on it. Smaller cups wobble around. Larger ones just don't fit right. It's just a bad cup holder. Otherwise, the cab is outstanding, but I miss the tractor. Those of you who found my channel because of the John Deere 3046R, I hope you continue to stay with my channel. I'm privileged. I have great viewers and subscribers. Your comments are excellent, and I'm fortunate to have you at my channel. I've always felt, whether it was a tractor, the excavator, or off-road riding, that my goal was to help people. I'm not an expert, but help people see how I do things well, and also things I fail at or struggle with, and open your eyes to a different hobby like off-road riding, or maybe motivate you to work on your property or purchase a tractor or excavator, any size, any brand. So I hope you continue. We'll have some track loader videos coming in the future. This property, along with every machine that I purchased, this tractor helped immensely to improve this property. All the landscaping was done with this tractor, and I shouldn't say all the landscaping was done with a tractor, not necessarily this tractor. But as many of you know, this tractor helped me remove over 200 trees on my property in the last 2 years. And I honestly, with the grapple on it, I was worried this machine was going to break. I was pushing it too hard, and it never let me down. This is my original John Deere hat that I bought with my first tractor. It's over 35 years old. I thought I would share this in the video, even though it's not the best looking hat. It means a lot to me. So, saying goodbye to a great machine. Hopefully it will go on. I know it will go on to another owner who will take care of it and use it on their property. And I'll move forward into another machine, a track loader, and we'll begin from there and keep working on this property and other property that I own. Marauders, thank you for watching this video. I hope you consider liking it, sharing with a friend, and definitely please consider subscribing to my channel. Over 98% of my viewers are not subscribers. I hope you consider subscribing. Give you one last walk around look at the tractor. Beautiful machine. Big fan of Ken's bolt-on hooks. Great product.